So, good evening or afternoon. By show of hands, how many people have been to Disney? Okay, awesome. So a lot of people. So how many people know about Disney pin trading network? Okay, like two. Okay, awesome. So this is what it looks like. Um, okay, so pretty much what you do is you go throughout the park and you collect Disney trading pins, and they kind of look like this. And I go really often because I have a season pass, and so does my family, and I've been going for like since I've been like a little kid. So today we're going to be, well, hopefully you guys are going to be learning about pretty much what this is and stuff. I'm going to give you a deeper meaning about it. So I'm going to be teaching you guys about the background and the reasoning and how I identify with it. So pretty much what it is it's kind of like a hobby, and you go to Disneyland and you buy and trade these little pins right here. And pretty much the pins can vary from either a Disney character, Disney landmark, attraction, pretty much anything that represents Disneyland. And you can collect them, or you can buy them, or you can trade them with other people. So the pins have always been around Disneyland, and they've been around since the park opened, but not really many people knew about them. So the craze kind of started getting big around like 1999, and they're made out of metal or copper, but each Disney pin is like different. Like there's some with more value because they're like special edition. So kind of why this represents the culture of Disneyland is because it's a way to interact with people that you don't know. Like you can go up to a random stranger and just ask them to trade pins with you because it's kind of like you just like trade them, or you can buy them from the store. And it's also cool because like you get to meet them off of a common interest that you have in the park. And employees actually do get involved with this. Like employees wear like these necklaces or lanyards around their necks, and they normally have more pins than I do, but it's kind of like the people who are the cashiers or registers or people who work at the park, like they wear them. And it's also cool because like they have, or each Disneyland and Disney World has one, so it's like you can trade from people over Florida or in China or France if they come over to the park because Anaheim was the first Disneyland. So how I identify with this object is because a lot of you have artifacts based off of like your grandparents or your ancestors, but unfortunately like I never got to meet my grandparents, and both my parents were only child. So we kind of had to create our own culture because like we don't have many relatives either, like that are like their only child. So we pretty much like ever since we went to Disneyland when we were little kids, we had like this little tradition, and it was kind of every time we went as a family, we would go and we'd get like my parents bought me and my three brothers a lanyard, and we each got a pin every time we went as a family and spent time together. So pretty much like it's kind of like just like a tradition that we do every time. So I intend to like keep up with this because as I grow up and have a family of my own, hopefully, like I want to like buy my kids lanyards and have hopefully like continue this tradition on. And my brother and I, my brother and I are like really close. We're like best friends actually. Like he's like one of my best friends. So like I hope to keep like my friendship with him until like I grow old and stuff. So like hopefully like when he becomes like a family of his own, and I have families of my own, I want to go like and spend like brother bonding time, I guess, with their families and stuff. And so this little thing is actually kind of, to me, it reminds me of a time capsule because it represents like my present. Because every time I go, it just like reminds me like I'm at Disneyland having fun. But it still reminds me of my past when I look at it because it reminds me of like my family and like how like I had so many good childhood memories at Disneyland with my family. And it still reminds me of the future at the same time though because I have like excitement to like hopefully see that like I can keep this tradition going with my own family. So yeah, so I hope you all learned a little bit about this. And I hope you guys learned about the background and the reasoning and how I identify with this object. And it doesn't matter if you're 8, 18, or 80, Disneyland is always a place to go to have fun and stuff. So hopefully you guys can maybe get some tips and trade Disneyland.